Good morning, students. In the part of vector differentiation lecture series, today we discuss about the vector identities and Laplacian operator. In the previous lectures, we discussed about the vector differential operator del and a gradient of a scalar point function phi and divergence of a vector point function, curl of a vector point function. Based on those four definitions, we can solve some of the example problems also some of the applications like finding the normal vector and finding the angle between the surfaces and finding the irrotational vector and solenoidal vector. Now we can develop some relations between those operators like gradient, curl and divergence. Okay, now I go through the some of the vector identities. First one, prove that curl of grad phi equal to 0 bar. That is nothing but del cross del phi is equal to 0 bar. That means we have to prove that curl of grad phi is equal to 0 bar. Here phi is a scalar point function. First of all, I can take a scalar point function phi. After that, for that scalar point function phi, I can calculate gradient. After calculating the gradient, I can calculate curl of that particular gradient. For this purpose, I can take a scalar point function phi. Phi be the scalar point function del phi. Del phi is equal to dou phi by dou x into I bar plus dou phi by dou y into z bar plus dou phi by dou z into k bar. From the definition of gradient, I can write that one. Okay, now I go through the definition of curl f bar. If f bar is a vector point function in component form, f bar is equal to f1 I bar plus f2 z bar plus f3 k bar. Then I can write the definition of curl f bar. Curl f bar is equal to del cross f bar, that is equal to determinant of I bar, j bar, k bar, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, f1, f2, f3, where f1, f2, f3 are the components of I bar, j bar and k bar. So here first I prepare grad phi, del phi, this is del phi. For this one I can calculate now curl. Okay, now I can take the function f bar. F bar is equal to del phi now. Now curl of grad phi is equal to del cross del phi, that is equal to determinant of I bar, j bar, k bar, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z. I have to write f1, f2, f3. f1 is component of I bar, so the component of I bar in grad phi is dou phi by dou x. So that's why I am writing here component of I bar dou phi by dou x, dou phi by dou y and dou phi by dou z. For this I am calculating determinant now. First of all, I go through the determinant along the first row. So I am deleting first column and first row. I am writing I bar into, after deleting first column and first row, I can calculate the 2 by 2 det. So dou by dou y of dou phi by dou z, that is nothing but dou square phi by dou z square minus dou by dou z of dou phi by dou y, that is nothing but dou square phi by dou z dou y. Next minus j bar into, by deleting second column and first row, you can calculate the determinant of 2 by 2. So dou by dou x of dou phi by dou z, that is dou square phi by dou x dou z minus dou by dou z of dou phi by dou x, that is dou square phi by dou z dou x plus k bar into, by deleting third column and first row, I am writing dou by dou x of dou phi by dou y, that is dou square phi by dou x dou y minus dou by dou y of dou phi by dou x, that is dou square phi by dou y, dou x. Okay, this is the way we can calculate determinant. Now we are observing the components of I bar here. So you can observe that dou square phi by dou y dou z and dou square phi by dou z dou y. So we know that the second order partial derivatives with respect to yz is equal to the partial derivative of phi with respect to zy. Both are equal. These two are equal components. So the value of this one is 0. Like similarly, this one is also 0. This one is also 0. The components are 0, 0, 0 now. So now this can be written as 0 I bar plus 0 j bar plus 0 k bar. If all the components are 0, then such a vector is 0 vector. It is equal to 0 bar. So therefore del cross del phi is equal to 0. That is, finally you conclude that curl of grad phi is equal to 0. Curl of grad phi is equal to 0. So from the basic definitions we can formulate some of the relations between such a vector point functions and operators. So you can, one more thing you observe here, I know the definition of irrotational vector point function. If f bar is irrotational, that means curl f bar is equal to 0. See here, if curl f bar equal to 0, then f bar is irrotational. At the place of f bar, you can take grad phi. Okay, curl of grad phi is equal to 0 bar. That means our grad phi is always irrotational. Our grad phi is always irrotational. That means whenever you can take a scalar point function phi, for that scalar point function phi, you can calculate gradient of phi. Grad phi is a vector point function. It always represents a normal vector to the given surface. Those normal vectors are always irrotational. Those are normal vectors always irrotational. Okay. Now I go through the one more identity. Prove that divergence of curl f bar is equal to 0. Divergence of curl f bar is equal to 0. So that is nothing but del dot del cross f bar equal to 0. So here also I can take first vector point function f bar. After taking the vector point function f bar, first I am calculating curl f bar. After calculating curl f bar, I can apply div. That means del dot del cross f bar is equal to, the resultant must be a scalar, that is 0. I have to prove this particular result. For this one, first I am taking vector point function f bar. Let f bar is equal to f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar be a vector point function. First of all, I am taking a vector point function. For this vector point function, I can calculate curl f bar first of all. So curl f bar is equal to del cross f bar. So that is equal to determinant of I bar, j bar, k bar, dou by dou x, dou by dou y, dou by dou z, f1, f2, f3. So from the definition only I can write the curl f bar. Okay. Now f bar is f1 I bar plus f2 j bar plus f3 k bar. Now I am calculating the determinant value. Del cross f bar is equal to I bar into by deleting first column and first row, I can write the 2 by 2 det here, dou by dou y of f3, that is nothing but dou f3 by dou y minus dou by dou z of f2, that is nothing but dou f2 by dou z minus j bar. By deleting second column and first row, the remaining 2 by 2 det dou by dou x of f3, that is dou f3 by dou x minus dou by dou z of f1, that is dou f1 by dou z, plus k bar into, by deleting third column and first row, remaining 2 by 2 det dou by dou x of f2 minus dou by dou y of f1. The same thing I am writing here. Up to here I am calculating curl f bar. So now I finished curl f bar. For this curl f bar, now I am applying divergence. That means del dot del cross f bar. Okay, before going to calculate divergence, I give the formula for divergence. If suppose z bar is equal to z1 I bar plus g2 j bar plus g3 k bar. Okay, it is a vector point function. Then div g bar is equal to, from the definition of divergence, it is enough to write dou z1 by dou x plus dou z2 by dou y plus dou z3 by dou z. Okay, now we can take at the place of g bar we can take curl f bar. So g bar is equal to curl f bar. Curl f bar already we are calculating here. So g1 is component of I bar, g2 is component of j bar, and g3 is component of k bar. Now applying div of curl f bar is equal to del dot del cross f bar, that is equal to dou by dou x of g1. Actually g1 is component of I bar, that is dou f3 by dou y minus dou f2 by dou z, plus dou by dou y of component of j bar, that is dou f1 by dou z minus dou f3 by dou x, plus dou by dou z of dou f2 by dou x minus dou f1 by dou y. Now we are applying partial derivatives. Dou by dou x of dou f3 by dou y, that is nothing but dou square f3 by dou y. In the same way you can apply the partial derivatives. You are getting dou square f3 by dou x dou y minus dou square f2 by dou x dou z plus dou square f1 by dou y dou z minus dou square f3 by dou y dou x plus dou square f2 by dou z dou x minus dou square f1 by dou z dou y. Okay, you can observe here the partial derivative of f3 with respect to both x and y, that is dou square f3 by dou x dou y. The same thing will be presented here also, dou square f3 by dou y dou x, but order is different. So the partial derivative is not depending on order. So these two terms are equal with opposite signs. These two are get cancelled. In the same way, dou square f2 by dou x dou z and dou square f2 by dou z dou x, both are equal. Same as dou square f1 by dou y dou z and dou square f1 by dou z dou y, all are equal and get cancelled. Finally you are getting 0. 0 is a scalar. Therefore del dot del cross f bar is equal to 0. Here also you observe one thing, if div f bar is equal to 0, then f bar is solenoidal vector. So at the place of f bar you can take del cross f bar, means curl f bar. That means curl f bar is always solenoidal. Curl f bar is always solenoidal. In the previous result we can prove that grad pi is always irrotational. In this result we prove that curl f bar is always solenoidal. These two results are very important. Now we go through the Laplacian operator. Previously we discussed del gradient of a scalar point function, divergency and curl, and the fourth one is Laplacian operator, that is called del square. Okay, so I go through the definition. Del cross del dot del phi is also called divergence of del phi m. Okay, now I define this one. Let phi be a scalar point function, then del square phi is defined as del square phi is equal to del dot del phi, that is equal to the summation I bar dot dou by dou x of del phi. So from the original definition of divergency, I can write this one, summation I bar dot dou by dou x of del phi. Okay, now I can write del phi. Del phi is nothing but gradient of a scalar point function. So see here, the summation I bar dot dou by dou x of, I am writing the definition of del phi, dou phi by dou x I bar plus dou phi by dou y j bar plus dou phi by dou z into k bar. Now apply the partial derivative dou by dou x to the grad phi. Then I am getting dou square phi by dou x square I bar plus dou square phi by dou x dou y j bar plus dou square phi by dou x dou z. After that you apply the dot product with I bar. So we know that I bar dot I bar is equal to 1, I bar dot j bar is equal to 0, I bar dot k bar is equal to 0. So that's why only the I component is presented in the summation, the remaining two components are 0. So summation, the component of I bar is dou square phi by dou x square. Okay, by revealing the summation now, so dou square phi by dou x square plus dou square phi by dou y square plus dou square phi by dou z square. Phi is common to all, so common to right hand, so that is equal to dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square of phi. This operator is called Laplacian operator. This is represented with del square. Whenever you require to apply del square, that means dou square by dou x square plus dou square by dou y square plus dou square by dou z square. It is enough to remember that is as del square. The same thing I am writing here. The operator del square is equal to this one is called Laplacian operator. Now based on this one, I discuss a small result on this one. See here, if pi is a scalar point function, satisfies Laplace equation, then show that del phi is solenoidal. It is one more identity like. Okay, see here, phi satisfied Laplace equation first of all. Okay, now let phi be a scalar point function I am taking here, and it is satisfies Laplace equation in the sense that is del square phi is equal to 0. Just I am writing definition of del square phi. Del square phi is equal to dou square phi by dou x square plus dou square phi by dou y square plus dou square phi by dou z square is equal to 0. So that is named it as equation number 1. Named it as equation number 1. So our given scalar point function satisfies Laplace equation. Now go through the verification of second part of the result. Then show that del phi is solenoid. For proving solenoidal, we enough to calculate divergence is 0. Now we show that del phi is solenoidal, that is we have to prove divergence of del phi is equal to 0. Okay, now the same thing, phi is a scalar point function, then grad phi is equal to del phi definition dou phi by dou x I bar plus dou phi by dou y j bar plus dou phi by dou z k bar. So del phi is ready. For that del phi we calculate divergence now. Now divergence of grad phi is equal to from the definition, second definition of divergency, we know that dou f bar is equal to dou f1 by dou x plus dou f2 by dou y plus dou f3 by dou z, component wise partial derivatives with respect to x, with respect to y, with respect to z, and sum. So dou by the same thing here I am writing dou by dou x of I component dou phi by dou x plus dou by dou y of j component dou phi by dou y plus dou by dou z of dou phi by dou z. So that equal to, by applying the partial derivative, dou by dou x of dou phi by dou x can be presented as dou square phi by dou x square plus dou square phi by dou y square plus dou square phi by dou z square. This is the value of divergency of grad phi. Divergency of grad phi value, but already we can they given that phi satisfies Laplace equation. From equation number 1 you can observe that phi satisfies Laplace equation. So del square phi by dou square phi by dou x square plus dou square phi by dou y square plus dou square phi by dou z square is equal to 0. The same thing I am presenting here. From equation 1 I am writing this equal to 0. Therefore divergency of grad phi is equal to 0. Whenever divergency is 0, then the vector point function is called as solenoidal vector. Solenoidal vector. Okay. Today we discuss about three different identities. First one, once I go through that one. First one, del cross del phi is equal to 0. That means curl of grad phi is equal to 0. Here I am showing that grad phi is irrotational. Okay, in the second result I show that del cross f bar is equal to 0. That means curl f bar is solenoidal. And the third one is, if phi satisfies Laplace equation, then del phi is solenoidal. Okay. In the same way, we can discuss some more results. Already in the first and second lectures I discuss these things. First four are discussing in the first lecture. Del operator is applied on two scalar point functions f and g. So del of f plus g is equal to del f plus del g. Same as for a constant beta, del of beta f is equal to beta into del f, and del of fg, it is look like a formula uv. Already I discussed that one. Del of fg is equal to f into del g plus g into del f, and del of f by z. Like this only. A few more results here, you can note it down. Del dot f plus g, that is vector point function. Here capital F represents vector point function, capital G is also vector point function. So these are all the some more results, you note it down. The ninth one is already we are proving here. Del dot del cross f bar is 0. That means del cross f bar is solenoidal. Okay. Few more. The 11th one is also we are proving here. Del cross del f equal to 0. Del cross del f. Okay. Like that only you are calculating or proving the results. Okay. Today we discuss about few vector identities and defining the Laplacian operator. Okay. Thank you all of you. Thank you very much.